Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about genome-wide association studies, or GWAS, in this presentation. As mentioned in my blog post, GWAS is used to identify variants in genes across a pool of individuals. In knowing the gene variants and their resultant effects on individuals, we can assign patients to groups based on these gene variants. So the first question you might be asking is, what can we study in a GWAS? Well, it turns out that virtually any trait in an individual has several gene variants that we can determine through a GWAS. Depending on a study's interest, you can have gene targets ranging from benign traits, such as height and hair color, to traits that increase your risk for particular diseases, such as type 1 diabetes or high blood pressure. In precision medicine, the important part is finding genes that are causal and significant for your disease of interest. The basic outline of a GWAS is as follows. We want to determine the number and frequency of gene variants that we believe to be relevant to our disease of interest. In doing so, we first need to create a case and a control subgroup. A case subgroup is a set of individuals who exhibit the disease and possess the gene variant of interest, whereas the control group doesn't exhibit the disease but possesses the gene of interest. Once you assign individuals into their subgroups, statistical analyses need to be run to determine the significance of that particular gene variant. The statistics essentially asks, is there a mathematical reason for us to believe that this gene variant contributes significantly to the disease? So GWAS can actually get pretty complicated, as there are several computational issues that need to be addressed. One example is the idea of polymorphic traits. Height is a great example of a polymorphic trait. There is no single gene that influences it, and if we believe that multiple genes influence it, then we need to have multiple tests performed and combined to mathematically represent this belief. And finally, the problem with GWAS is the fact that there are millions of gene variants within the human genome. Pair that with the problem of polymorphic traits, understanding the useful gene variants from this pool of millions is a problem for scientists that requires careful planning.